welcome back to the channel everyone. So I figure it's really high time we need to put in some hours on this old girl, our HR gasser, Bouncing Betty. And I think probably a good place to start would be doing the sump conversion. And I figure, you know what, while we're in the midst of doing a sump conversion, let's modify the sump too. So we can try and cut down a little bit of windage and just have a bit of a play and a bit of fun, and let's see what we can accomplish. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I've just got a tightly rolled up bed sheet. That's going to be our shop beam bag. And we'll sit the sump on like so, and we'll use our lump of wood and mallet, ball peen hammer, and we'll start massaging it out. Taken a few minutes off playing Big Bob's panel bashers and grabbed one of my engine blocks out of my part stash that would be typically found in old Bouncing Betty there, or that particular model of early Holden. And we've already come up with our first little issue. Now I don't know if that's going to come out on camera or not, but the oil pickup there is actually part of that circle piece of the pickup is resting on the oil reservoir, I guess back wall or whatever you want to call it, right there where my finger is. So we have to do a bit more massaging. So we've pretty much got most of our panel beating out the way. We panel beaded in a kick out here and here of sorts. It's had more hits than Elvis, but hey, it will do the job. So yeah, we'll use CAD design, cardboard aided design. I looked at some of an old cereal box, but these are great. They've got a nice thickness to them. You can also use them as gaskets, you know, if you to get yourself out of Dodge, that sort of deal. But works out as good template cardboard. So this is our template. Probably noticed the back section's a bit wider. That's only because of our little kickouts we've panel beaded in. Got a reference center line. This grid pattern is actually each intersection of the line is going to be a hole, or where to drill a hole, and we're just going to get a rod or a decent screwdriver, and we're going to stick and just sort of bend and just have them all in all different directions and welded to the inside of our oil pan. One last trial fit on the engine block, and we're just about ready to start marking out on some steel. All marked there, time for cutting and drilling. don't know if this is going to focus or not, but as you can see, it's shit weld. See the porosity and all the rest of it? Because I think this has got a coating like or it's the sump here that's got a coating on it, aluminium or something rather, and it's sticking, but the weld looks absolutely garbage. But we'll weld it, clean it up, it'll look good. That's the end of the welding, push rodders. Absolute nightmare to weld. There's that much impurities and junk in the metal. As much as I try to clean it, still welds looking like crap. But anyway, hey, it's welded together. Some welds have taken me 3-4 goes at getting something that resembles a weld that looks half decent. So now it's give it a good clean and paint, and we'll fit it up later on. Give it a really good clean.
Yeah. That's a long clean.
Look how dirty it is.
Yeah.
Alrighty, push rodders, well that's our sump complete. Hopefully I've inspired you to get out into the shed, the workshop, whatever it may be, and have a crack at a similar project. Now it's not as if you can go and buy a windage tray for a mid-60s Holden with a little inline 6. It just isn't there. So, you know, it's hot rodding at its finest. I mean, the guys in the 50s and the 40s and the 60s, they didn't really have jegs or summit and all that sort of stuff. They can just go pull parts off the shelf. So, but hey, it's all good. Hopefully we can free up a little bit of horsepower out of the car. You know, frictional sort of wires, you know, windage or the roping effect of oil around the rotating assembly in the engine when we're revving the living conrods out the side of it. So anyway, what are you waiting for? Go get your hands dirty. I'll see you next video. Fuck it. Clean up the wall. Fucking enough of this for tonight.